If you don't feel like you can help out with me and my kid, then we don't have anything to talk about.
Okay, you know, a lot of men are going to tell you, what do you bring since you're
Right.
bringing your daughter? What are you going to add to the relationship?
I'm adding myself.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Dutch, the Black Non-Democrat. I did a video a couple of weeks ago that garnered a lot of attention, man. You guys came in that comment section and you gave me the business of what you thought of a 20-year-old dating a woman without kids or a woman with 3 kids. And, I started to think on that. And, ironically, as I was thinking, I get DM the question. And the question was, so Dutch, should men date single mothers? And I started to think about that. I dated a single mother. My wife was a single mother when we first met. My little girl, she's 19 years old right now, but when I met her mother, my wife, she was only 3 years old. So when I got asked that question, I just said, let me just think real quick. And I thought about it. And I came up with 3 criterias of dating a single mother. And look, you guys, these reasons are my reasons, okay? And you can apply it to yourself and tweak it how you want it. And you may have your own reasons, but these are the best reasons that work for me, and I think they would and should work for you, especially if you're a young guy. And the first one would be, make sure that she has no more than 1 child. And the reason I say this is because of this, man. Look, if she has more than 1 child, you now have a ready-made family. And 9 times out of 10, she don't want no more kids. She really don't want any more kids. And on top of that, the kid has to be under 5 years old. Any kid over 5 years old, you're gonna have issues, man, because that kid already in school, that kid understanding other things, that kid understand that you're not their daddy, and they've been with the mother for 5 years plus. And scientists do say that we are who we're going to be at 5 years old. And at the end of the day, I raised a child that wasn't mine from 3 years old to 19. And I guarantee if you talk to her, you would be essentially talking to me. Now, she looks like her father and she has her father's mannerisms. But as far as her personality, as far as who she is internally, what she thinks, how she thinks, it is coming from me. You know what I mean? It comes from me. So again, like I said, it has to be under 5 years old so you can put your impression on that child. And on top of that, the woman hasn't been a single mother for long. She's new to this, so you can be new to this with her. And I tell people, my ultimate advice is to find a woman without kids. That is my ultimate advice. Find someone without kids. But if you do have to go that route of a single mother, I believe these things should have a factor in your decision making. And number 2 would be, she has to be willing to have more children, you guys. This is a necessity. I mean, you have to lock this down in the first month. If y'all dating, like, look, I'm in this for more kids. I know you got 1 kid, and I understand they're under 5 years old, but I need somebody in this household that looks exactly like me. I need someone in this household that looks like me. You know what I mean? And that's just a necessity for that man, and having that man be secure within who he is. You know what I mean? Coming home to somebody who looks like him. Now, when I first met my wife, like I said, she had a 3-year-old, and she was under 25 25 years old, and the child apparently was under 5. And on top of that, I had no children. So now today in 2023, we have 3 girls. You know, I got a 19-year-old, which was the stepdaughter when I met my wife, and then I have a 14-year-old, and I have a 9-year-old. You see? So now it is fully balanced in here. You know what I mean? And that's what I tell you guys. Please make sure that she has more children with you so you can build a legacy, a bloodline legacy that will go on and on and on for generations. Now, number 3 is probably the most important rule of them all, and that is her being humbled. You see what I'm saying? I gave a story on another video where I was talking about going to a car dealership and the manager or the car dealer trying to sell me a 2010. You know, when I get sold a 2010 or an older car, the salesman is always humble. The salesman is like, look, man, it got a lot of miles on it, but I swear it's gonna get you from point A to point B every time you need it, man. If you just keep the maintenance up, change the tires, get the tires rotated, make sure you get your oil changed every 3 months, I guarantee this thing will last you forever, you know? And you may want to get the old model, but if that dealer comes to you like, bruh, I mean, look, you know, this 2010, it's not gonna be here for long, so you need to get this paperwork done like right now. And I don't know whatever one you ever seen out at other car dealerships, but this one right here, it's one of a kind, man. It's one of a kind. You not about to get, but it got like 200,000 miles on it, man. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing, man. That ain't nothing, man. That means it's seasoned. You know what I mean? It's gonna do what it need to do, because this is the best car for you. See, now I'm gonna just go ahead and go to the 2022. You know what I mean? Because what I know about the 2022, aka a woman with no kids, what I know about that is that 2022, that thing is fresh. You know, that thing was just made at least 2 years ago, and it's fresh, and it's gonna get me to where I need to be, and I don't have to do this extra shit with it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, people, you have to find a woman that is humble. I did a video, which I'm about to play that clip right now to remind you guys about why I say she need to be humble, and this is why.
And I have a daughter, so we come together.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't feel like you can help out with me and my kid, then we don't have anything to talk about.
Okay, you know, a lot of men are going to tell you, what do you bring? Since
Right.
you're bringing your daughter, what are you going to add to the relationship?
I'm adding myself. So that's all I have for you. I don't bring anything I don't have anything to bring to a table, okay? I am the table, and most of these men don't even have a table. All they have is bar stools. So let's be for real.
So you guys seen that, lady. The thing is, you cannot be going into these situations, ma'am, with a bunch of kids or a kid thinking that you're going to demand things, because at the end of the day, if that man really wanted to, he can go get a woman without kids. You know, he don't have to deal with that. The thing is, he's trying to, you know, work with you. And if you're talking about, yeah, you need to take care of me and my daughter as soon as you meet us on it while we dating, and I ain't bringing nothing to the table. Bruh, I'm trying to tell you, to save you a headache, please avoid that chick. But like I said, you guys, those are my top 3 requirements to dating a single woman, a single mother at that. But at the end of the day, it's all up to you guys. You have to make the ultimate decision, and I hope that you make the ultimate decision correctly. Just like I tell the women out there, don't get mad at your baby daddy if your baby daddy ain't ish, because you chose that man. At the end of the day, y'all stay unplugged from false narratives. And I don't know what's going on with my camera, but I'm out anyway. Peace. Y'all be safe.